Hello everybody, I hope that you are good. I want to keep this update nice and short for you all, so I don't take much time from you, but I'm going to give you some context first, okay? If you've been watching the previous videos, you know what I think about the current price action. I think that we're in this range, okay? This is your range high, this is your range lows, your mid-range, and these are the quarters of the range, okay? Yeah, I mark the quarters of the range because you can see how they've been playing out pretty nicely, okay? You have here support, 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 okay? And then in the other side you have here resistance, resistance, resistance. Here it acts a bit of support, but then it fails immediately. Again, well, actually resistance to the range highs. Okay, so you can see that they are playing out pretty nicely, the range quarters, okay? Now, if we go into the 1 hour time frame, yesterday we were talking about the idea that this pump here, okay, was during the Asian session. So we don't trust pumps during the Asian sessions, okay? That's one of the keys of this trading system, okay? And that's a very high probability trade. We usually take it and we say that when Asia pumps, the most likely thing is that it gets retraced within 24 hours. Why? Because you have the New York session, and if it doesn't get retraced during the New York session, then it gets retraced during the next Asian session. Okay, that played out. In fact, London retraced this pump. Okay, so I'm glad that played out, and also you can see that this price action, okay, what happened here is that that's a deviation above the range highs. Okay, that's something that we've been talking up for, you know, several days. We're expecting a deviation above range highs, okay, and then a breakout below this range. Okay, now the problem that I see here is that I'm not sure if this is enough, okay? 31,500. By the way, notice something, okay? Check out this week. Check out this week. Okay, the week at the highs, 31,500, okay? And the week at the lows, 29,500. That's not a coincidence, okay? That's a footprint from the market maker, okay? So you can see how they are setting the range with psychological round numbers, okay? 29,500 and 31,500. Simple as that. Now, 4 hour time frame. What do we see in the 4 hour time frame? Well, yesterday, okay, we had this pump during the Asian session and then the retrace during the London session. The problem with that retrace is that it left a long week behind, okay? Here you have the 50% of the week and the 100% of the week. The system says that at least the 50% of the week has to get retraced. So I'm not considering the idea of leaving the range before filling this wick over here. Okay, this wick over here has to get filled. Now the question is it going to get filled the 50% and then dump, or is it actually going to fill the 100% and then even sweep these highs again? All right, that's the question that you have to ask yourself. I did that already, so I'm going to tell you my opinion later in the video, but let's continue with the price action, okay? So we all understand the context. So Asia pumped, London retraced, and what do we have here, okay? During the London retrace, you can see this wick to the downside, okay? They filled the wick, here you go, so let me remove it, but also, they filled the 50% of this wick over here, that we've been talking also for some days, okay? So this wick here, also removed, alright? Now, but the system is saying that once they fill the 50% of the wick, there is a chance that they don't come all the way to the 100%, because if they fill the 50%, then we consider that wick to get filled. Alright? Now, can it still go to the 100%? Of course, yes, but for that, then we need, you know, some consolidation here, because if you don't see an immediate reaction here and a push higher, then you can consider the idea that if there is a consolidation here and we don't see a reaction, then we see another leg down, fill the 100%, maybe even, you know, deviate again from the lows, and then you can see, you know, another leg up. So that's the scenario about this 100% of the week that some of you asked me in Twitter yesterday. That's what I think. Now, what do I think is going to happen next? I look at the chart, okay? We are right now above the range quarter. So then naturally, I'm favoring higher prices. Do you understand? And what I'm going to favor? I'm going to favor at least the 50% of this week at 31,171. Okay, from here, it will be around a 4% pump. Now, of course, I don't think this is going to happen today. I don't think it's very likely. Fridays tend to be quite quiet. at least, you know, in the past weeks. But we'll see what happens, okay? But that's going to be the scenario that I'm going to think for next week. So that's a little spoiler for the 7-day update, okay? Now, today we have non-farm payrolls at 12:30 UTC time. That's an hour and a half from now, okay? So, if the labor market is still very strong, we could see, you know, the stock market opening in red, and Bitcoin should then follow. That's the only chance that I see, really, for Bitcoin to come lower and fill this week before coming back to this one. Okay? Now, in the opposite, if the results are not bad, then we might see some consolidation today, okay? Or if the results are actually really good and the labor market is cooling down, then we could see Bitcoin taking a nice, you know, move to the upside. Why not? Here at the mid-range, I'm expecting some kind of resistance, but I think eventually we'll flip it, okay? Test it as support, and that is another opportunity to long towards this target. So that's what I think at the moment. Also, we're going to go now through high block capital. We're going to see where the liquidity is in the chart, but I think that this zone over here, I think I showed it yesterday, 31,700, that zone is still an interesting zone for Bitcoin. We're in high block capital. Let's have a look at the monthly time frame. Okay, liquidation heat map, 1 month time frame. Let's have a look, but I'm guessing that still there is quite a lot of liquidity up there. Okay, check this out. Look at that yellow bar, 31,700. Yes, you know, we tagged this one at 31,600, but why? You know, they didn't pump another $100 or $200. You know, take all of these liquidations and then dump price. Why? Well, I talked about this in yesterday's video, but when they do this, to me it's a strategy to build more liquidity up here. You can even see the yellow bar getting brighter, okay? So take these numbers with a pinch of salt, because high block capital doesn't reduce them, okay? Doesn't reduce this number. It can only, because they don't know when traders are closing their position, so it only increase. This number can only increase for them, okay? But now you have $23,700,000,000 worth of liquidations, okay? Yesterday, at that exact point, you had 22 billions, okay? So you can see how increased, okay, at 5%, that number. Now, could this be a strategy, this dump here, okay, to make the retail trader believe that we're going to see lower prices, so they open shorts, okay? And those liquidations are going to be stacked in this zone here. So eventually, this number here, 31,700, is going to have more liquidity than before. So if they now bring price up again and hit this zone, they're going to hit a lot more liquidations. You understand what I mean? So in a way, it's bringing price down, you know, before bringing it back up to hit a lot more liquidity than they could have done previously. Okay, that's what I think. That's what I think. That 31,700 is not off the table. Even if we missed it for, you know, $200, it's not off the table, guys. So be cautious with that. Okay. Now let's go back to the chart. So guys, Bitcoin in a nutshell. The ASM pump has been retraced, as we thought. Now the problem is that it left a long wick behind. This wick needs to get filled. Okay, so that's going to be our next target, because the wicks to the downside have been filled except the 100% of this wick. But for now, we're above this range quarter. As long as we hold above it, we're favoring higher prices. Now we have, you know, in 1 hour, the non-farm payrolls. Let's see how that plays out, because if the results are bad, there is a chance that we revisit these range lows, okay, before coming back up. That's what I think. Again, I don't think we're going to break below this range, without filling this wick first, okay? That's right now what I think. Also, if we come to the 50% of the wick, okay, to this one, and there is enough momentum, our target is going to be, it's not going to be the 100% of the wick. It's not going to be the range highs. It's going to be this liquidation zone over here at 31,700 that we just saw in high block capital, okay? So be cautious, guys. Again, I don't think that today we're going to see a major pump, but, you know, I would suggest you to avoid trading during the news announcement, during the non-farm payroll. Wait 30 minutes, 45 minutes after that data comes out and then you can trade. Otherwise, you might get caught in volatility. You know, the position might be stopped and then really nothing happens in this zone. Okay, that's another possibility. Now, if you go into lower time frame, 15 minutes time frame, check this out, okay? I just noticed this. You have here a potential 3 taps pattern, okay? This is your first tap, this is your second tap, and this is your third tap. Check that out, okay? When there is a 3 taps pattern, when you're expecting is some kind of reversal, okay? In this time, it will be to the upside. Now, if you inverse the chart, wouldn't you short this structure? Look at that. You can see again the 3 taps pattern now to the upside, okay? Because the chart is inversed. But wouldn't you short this? Okay? This is why I'm also, you know, we are right now above the range quarter, and we have this structure. We have a wick to the upside. The chart is telling me to long here, but I must wait until the non-farm payrolls data is out, because again, there is a chance that we see a dump here to the range lows if the data is bad, and invalidate this structure here, this 3 taps pattern, okay? But again, it's valid until invalidated away, right? So the structure is bullish at the moment. We might come today to this range mid today, okay? That's a, you know, $300, $400 pump. You know, that's a nice trade still for a Friday. But in the midterm, and with the midterm, I talk about, you know, within 1 week, 2 weeks, I'm expecting Bitcoin to revisit this week to the upside in the 4 hours time frame, okay? So that's pretty much everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I might upload an update about the altcoin market this weekend. I'll see how I feel. I might cover this. Let me know if you want me to cover this. And also, before I finish the video, let me show you something. So for anybody that missed this, okay, I have a trading course. I've had it since February. We've already had around 300 students. Okay, and this is my website, CrypNuevo.com. Here you have some questions and answers. Also in course details, you can see the overview and the content, what you're going to learn. And then in courses, okay, we released this on Monday, and we have 2 groups per month. August is fully booked. It got fully booked in the same day. And now we have September and October. October has a discount for anticipation, and September is getting booked pretty quickly. You can see that the stock is only, for example, 10 courses left. We started with 40 each group, so we expect that the courses get fully booked probably by the end of next week or even this week. We'll see how that works. But anyway, I tell you this in case, you know, you've been following me for quite some time and you want to engage with the course. So don't miss out, because it's likely that it gets sold out again very soon. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's pretty much everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.